I did not record this particular problem, although we did cover it in one of the sections. We didn't have time in the other, and I apologize for that. I swear this is an easy problem. So in this problem, you were asked to find the x values where f is discontinuous. That is exactly the x values where there's a jump in the graph, or if you had to pick up the pencil to draw it. So if you notice here, if you kept drawing, you'd have to pick up your pencil right here at -4. That's not really a hole, it's a gap, but we draw it as a hole so that you know that there's a gap there. The second gap is right here at -2, so that's the second discontinuity. Then we have a discontinuity, a jump again at 2, and then another discontinuity here at 4. So wherever you have to lift up the pencil as you're drawing it, that's the x value that it's discontinuous. So that would be at x equals 4, like I mentioned earlier, right there at x equals -2, right here at x equals 2, and then right here at x equals 4. Now, I made a little table like this, so how do we know where it's continuous from the left and right? Well, when we approach from the right, we're talking about approaching in from the right of the x value. So as I'm approaching 4 from the right, because this is colored in, the y value is exactly the same as what I'm approaching. So we would say this is continuous from the right. However, as I approach x from x equals 4 from the left, I don't approach a y value. So therefore, it's not continuous from the left. So that's not okay. We write x approaches 4 with this little minus sign symbol at the top, indicating that we're approaching from the left. So I notice here I put an x. It's not continuous from the left, but it is continuous from the right. How about 2? Well, as I approach 2 from the right, you see that the y value that I'm approaching is also colored in. So this is okay. On the other hand, as I approach 2 from the left, this is not okay because the y value that I'm approaching is here, and the y value that I actually reach, it's not colored in. The y value jumps up here. That's where it's colored in. Because this is not colored in from the left, it is not continuous. So there we have the fill in here. Next point, -2. Here we have it reversed. As I approach -2 from the right, I don't have it colored in, so the y values are approaching this hole, but as I actually hit -2, I don't have the hole's not colored in, so therefore it's not continuous from the right. But as I approach from the left, it is continuous. Notice that it's colored in. The last value that I have a discontinuity is at -4, and as x and y approach from the right and left on either side, because that point is not colored in, it's not continuous from either direction. And so that's this problem. So this is pretty simple. If you don't understand me, please call me so I know there's a gap in understanding or a discontinuity in understanding. Haha.